Welcome, everybody. Fantastic to see you. Okay, there's Megan. Right, good. Okay, right. Next, we are the Liverpool World Centre, a global education charity, and we do a lot of engagement with educators, communities, young people using dialogic and participatory methods and pedagogy, and we always are working on social, ecological, economic and racial justice. So we're trying to amplify the voices of those we work with. And these are the types of levels of work we are involved with. We're a small organisation, as I said. We're all part-time, but we're plodding on with those big aims, and we feel we do it well. So welcome. Next slide, please. So some of those methods I mentioned we're going to be as participatory as we can today with what some of the activities. They should be quite novel, really. I'm looking forward to using a whiteboard on here and one or two other a poll and various things. Dialogic meaning lots of dialogue-led activities. Philosophy for children is one of those. Some of you may have heard of that before, and digital storytelling is one that we have been involved with in the past. I personally haven't had any experience of that one. Okay, so that's the sort of stuff we do. So we are going to now ask you to, I'll invite you to introduce yourself, your name, your school, your job title or subject or year group if you're a teacher in a primary, wherever. Just tell us who you are and what you do, please, and where your school is. Not just your school name, but where is it? Because this is a Liverpool City Region wide project. So it'd be great to see you. Tammy, you're first. Thank you.
Sorry. I'm Tammy, as Neil's just said, Tammy Gray. I work with Year 1 children at Dale Primary School. We're a very lucky primary school. We've got beautiful grounds, huge, great big field, lovely trees surrounding. And yeah, I'm sustainability lead and lead science.
Thank you. Neil.
Yeah, hi, I'm Neil. I work with Tammy at Brookdale Primary. I'm the site manager. Got roped in by Tammy because I've worked a lot with her and the children with various exercises to obtain our green flag. So yeah, I've been invited along to this.
Great, thank you. Catherine.
Hi, I'm Catherine Keenan. I teach in Belvedere Academy, which is right by the Liverpool World Centre in Toxteth. I teach secondary school children. I'm the eco lead, sustainability lead, and I've been involved in some of your projects last year.
Great, thank you very much. Jane Merrifield.
Yeah, hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi. I'm at Mayfield in Ainsdale, Southport. We're a special needs school. I'm head of the school council. I work in the post-16 department. And this was thrown on me about half an hour ago by my head, who's on here now. So I haven't done this before, so I'm quite new to this. So eager to learn what you've got to say.
Well, that's fine because this is a whole new little project, so we're all starting today. It's fine. Yeah. Thank you very much. And that leads me to Jo as well at Mayfield.
Hi, I'm the head at Mayfield School. I'm the self-appointed sustainability lead. So we've just been working on our action plan, which I also just passed over to Jane half an hour ago, so that school council can lead on that action plan as well. So yeah, we're right on the coast. We've got good links with the coast, the beach. We're a beach school, forest school. Loads of projects already going on in school, and environment and eco-friendly things are quite well embedded in our curriculum as well. So.
Oh, that's really great to hear. A beach school is something I'd like to know more about, not now. And but that's really great. And also, just your mentioning of an action plan, we're going to briefly touch on that a bit later. But it will be a part of the process we're going through over the next few months. So thank you for that. Ruth, you're next, please, at Gayton.
Yep, Ruth Such from Gayton on the Wirral. I'm SLT member. I am also F2 class teacher. I'm also the Opal lead in school as well.
Thank you very much. Carl.
Hi there, I'm Carl, I'm at Sacred Heart in Morton on the Wirral. I'm acting deputy head at the moment, sustainability lead, lots of hats that I wear. But yeah, came to one of the first meetings last year. We've created the action plan as well, and looking forward to move on with this.
Fantastic. Nice to see you again, Carl. Did some work at your school with another hat on. Megan, good afternoon.
Hi, I'm Megan. I work at St Michael and All Angels in Woodchurch on the Wirral as well. I'm Year 5 class teacher and eco lead. We've been doing all things eco now for the last maybe 5 or 6 years. So for school, outdoor learning, everything really. Again, like someone said, we've got a huge outdoor area, so we're really lucky in that sense too.
Thanks very much, Megan. And your school was involved with some of our projects last year as well. So that's great. Yeah. Great to see you again. And you can just build on that. Okay, so Mark, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Lallamond, and I'm an incomer from South Yorkshire. I teach in an 11 to 18 secondary school in Sheffield, but I'm also coordinator of an organisation called Schools Climate Education South Yorkshire. We put on annual conferences for schools across the region, looking at climate education. And we've been running for about 7 years now, and we get really big uptake. I've also, I don't take the lead in my own school because I'm more involved in leading across the region. And however, at our school yesterday, we had a climate fresque event for the entirety of Y12, and that's 300 students. And that is the largest climate fresque, I think, that's recorded in this country for a state school. So exciting event. And our school does have a climate action plan that the climate fresque was a cross-curricular development element of that climate action plan. I'm really interested in hearing about circular economy in education because I'm very familiar with it from donut economics and the work of Kate Rayworth. I've seen some of her presentations. She's very engaging, and I really want to bring an element of economics into climate education discourse, which I feel currently is not part of the conversation, but I really feel it should be. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Mark. Yes, I'm not sure if people are aware what fresque is, so if you could put a very brief summary of that, or perhaps email it to me later if you've got time, that would be great, because I think it's something that's I've come across a little bit, but I'm not absolutely sure myself. So I think it would be very useful if we could have a bit more information on that. But yes, the economic side, that would be really interesting. Okay, thanks. Rebecca. Move on to Matthew or Matt.
Hi, either are fine. Sorry, I have tried to get my camera working, but it just isn't on my side today. So my name's Matthew. I'm a Year 1 teacher. I'm joined by Lisa, who's our assistant head teacher as well. We're both from a school in St Helens, called Queen's Park. I'm Opal lead, so we're trying really hard to increase our outdoor learning at the moment. And although not new to all this, to climate education and sustainability education, we're really having a big push on it this year.
Great. Thanks very much, Matthew. Opal, is that what you said? A couple of people have mentioned that now.
Yes, it's all to do with outdoor play and learning. Getting back outside and back involved with nature, off screens and things.
Yeah, Tammy, you and I were thinking the same thing because you were the second person to mention Opal. Thanks very much, Matthew. Rebecca, are you there? Okay, I think that's everybody. Thank you very much, everyone. Just shout at me if you haven't been introduced. Great. Okay, so session plans. If we could go to the... I can't see the PowerPoint anymore. Oh, there it is. Thank you. So, yes, this is our... We've done the getting to know you. The project aims broadly, very broadly, are to create a community of learning between us all on the circular economy and to develop and co-create training methods and materials and resources that you can use in school. We'll give you lots of stimulus and we'll work things out together. The 3 sessions are today, a month's time on Wednesday the 26th, online again like this, and then on the 28th of January and Wednesday in the morning, we've booked rooms at the Liverpool Central Library with plenty of refreshments and lunch. So you'll be invited to that, of course, to culminate. The project will culminate there. Okay, thank you very much. Our session aims today are to explore the 3 R's of recycling. Rebecca can't see or hear anything. We're also going to introduce this idea, the concept of circular economy. We may be at different levels of understanding of that, so I'll just do a broad brush introduction and set it against the traditional very embedded linear model that we tend to be experiencing at the moment. Then we are going to also make sure you've got plenty of links and resources, and we're going to have a go at in our rooms, our breakout rooms, at a 9R, not 3R, a 9R Diamond 9 activity. Again, some of you would have used Diamond 9s a lot in schools, some of you will never have come across it, so we're introducing that. And one of the main things about these this sort of session is that it's experiential learning, so that we're doing it with you, so that then you can decide whether it's an appropriate type of activity and or change it slightly for your age groups, that you can then go away and use in school, so or share with your colleagues and so on. So it's the idea is we have a go, you learn about it, and then take it on to others. And Mark's put a link to the fresque thing in the comments, which is great, thanks. Okay, so that's what we're doing today, and we will be doing some reflecting and sharing of ideas. So to start with, we've got this a baseline evaluation that we're going to do now and right at the end of the morning at the library in January, and it's going to be the same model we're going to use both times and compare the difference. So we've got these what we call evaluation wheels. They look like this. And so we're asking you to label, and Karen will tell you how to do this in a moment, where you sit on the extent to which you know these things, to which you know or understand or feel. And the nearer the middle you are, is the less confident you are. So you might decide that actually I don't feel very empowered, I'm down here, but actually I might be able to promote things, I'm here, and so on. So yes, you will get the slides, yeah. So you'll be putting your initials on this grid, don't forget, nearer the middle, less confident, nearer the outer edge, more confident. And there's 2 sheets. So the other sheet is, can I see the, I can't, there it is. The second one is what you think about with your young people that you work with. Again, do you think they can or don't or do or in so nearer the middle? I don't think they can take much action and have much impact. Would be here. Yes, they can. Would be here. Can you see my cursor? Yeah. So hopefully, so nearer the middle, less impact. Nearer the outside, more impact. Okay, so Karen is now going to start by introducing this actual whiteboard activity.
Okay, so I'm going to share the whiteboard in a moment, and I'm just really going to reiterate what Neil said about everything that we do is not only potentially applicable to you, but to your students. So if you do decide to really involve your students in exploring the circular economy and contributing to your climate action plan, you can do these kinds of evaluation baselines and all of the activities we're going to do with them. We're doing it with you to open up conversations, just that our conversations with you might go slightly deeper than if you're working with a primary group. So, whiteboard. There we go. Can everyone see our whiteboard? And I'm going to make that bigger. Oh. So hopefully you can all see the whiteboard. Your instruction is to just click. There's a ribbon at the left. If you click on the text one and you click wherever you want to go in each segment, so you're going to end up putting your initials 12 times actually. I'm going to give you a few minutes to go through this. But you click and you can just add your initials. And then you click again in the next segment, click text again, and add your initials wherever you think you would like to put yourself. Okay, so this is our first activity for the day. Go ahead, see if you can populate these two evaluation wheels as a start.
Thank you.
Sorry, how did you say you populate it?
So hopefully you should be able to, certainly if you're on a computer, you should be able to see a ribbon down the left-hand side that has various little icons on. And there's one that's just a T. If you take your...
No.
Yeah, we haven't got that.
No, we haven't got it.
Oh, oh, I have. So I've got a text. I just open it and there's my box there.
Yeah, so it's not displaying for us. So
Okay, let's have quick. There we go. Sorry, we had set it to be able to edit. You should now all be
right,
able to. Apologies.
Yeah.
Does that work for everyone now?
So is it just the text, the T you're putting in? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so click on the
just
T
your
and then click wherever you
initials.
want to go in each
Thanks.
segment and pop your initials in. Sorry
Thank
about
you.
that, folks.
feel I can have a what impact? Positive.
Some people are still adding. It looks like one or two people have finished. You can see there's a really quick visual picture there as well of where we're at, which is really useful. Also, I was just going to say, I hope no one's got the same initials as somebody else. I'm sure we're fine. I'm sure we're fine.
Excellent. I'd say
Okay.
that looks like we're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, everybody. I'm going to close this.
And open a poll,
There we go.
please.
Are we straight into the poll now, Neil?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We're also going to ask you all to just complete three questions about the state, your sustainability levels in school. Thanks. It's just coming up now. If you could answer this yourselves, that would be great. There's three questions. Can everyone see it? And you click, yeah, like that. Thank you. Wonderful. So Karen, we've got 10 participants, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe 9.
9 out of 10 have participated. Thank you very much. Again, this helps us to sort of do that forward planning a little bit for where we go in the next sessions as well. 10 out of 10 have participated, so I will launch the results.
Thank you. Okay, so thanks
Can
for
you all
all
see
that.
the results? Can you see those results, Neil?
I can, yes.
There we go.
Great, that's good. That really helps. Thank you very much. So we're moving on to our main theme of the day, which is waste, and we're going to start by just talking about the nature of waste. So what types of waste can you think of? Maybe you could just write it on a piece of paper, hold it up, a type of waste, the different types of waste that you just one each, and we'll have a quick look at what you've written down. Oh, that's hard to see. We've got food waste, textile waste, energy waste. Great. Any more? Food again, or another food maybe. Textiles, energy, food, any other types of waste? Things we throw away. What have you got there, Neil? A bit higher. Organic. Interesting. Yes. Wood and furniture, etc. Thank you. Paper waste. Any more? So you said a few there. Food, textiles, paper, wood and furniture, organic. I mean, you might have said plastic. And perhaps, just hold that back a bit, Ruth, please. Can't quite read it. Oh, yeah. But
batteries.
Batteries, thank you. Batteries, good one. Yeah, that's really good. And they're hard to, well, you have to go to different places to find where you can recycle those. Plastics, yes, I would add, and maybe electronic waste, phones, laptops, TVs. These are the sorts of things that end up in landfill sometimes, aren't they? Okay. And so where does waste come from? Just shout, if you unmute yourselves and shout out, and we'll see what happens. Where does waste come from?
Everywhere. Industry.
Industry. When we say everywhere, let's be more specific.
Domestic
Industry.
households.
Manufacturing.
Consumers. Manufacturing. Yeah.
Food prep.
Great.
So,
Consumer
Perhaps
economics. Sorry, consumer economics is not about consumers being the fault. It's about an economic system that leads to consumption based on things being new rather than reused.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so all of those places and more. Okay, so the third question is rhetorical. Here it comes. Oh, what is the problem with waste? So why are we even worried? Like, why are we worried about it? Why do we want to work on it? That's what we're wrestling with. And I'll give you an illustration of that. So the problem with waste is the types of pollution it causes in the air when landfill is burnt, or just from the actual product itself, the soil being contaminated by the products and by landfill, water being contaminated by the products or the means of production are also via the landfill, and then all of that will have human health impacts. So that all of that is making us all less healthy. So the big key question for this project is, yes, okay, so we know that, but how is that contributing to climate change? So that's what we're going to be working on. So it is one of the major factors, which is why we need to look at it and do something about it. But why is it? So we're going to consider that. So, yeah. Thanks, Karen. So first of all, the linear model looks like this. This is the linear consumer economic process that Mark was referring to, of the way we produce and throw away stuff and use stuff. So we take it, if you click again, please, Karen, we take it out of the ground or wherever we get it from, we produce it, we use it, and then we get rid of it. It can be anything. We're talking about anything from fruit to laptops. So everything comes from somewhere, we take it out of the ground, and there's the environmental impacts at the bottom. By extracting it in the first place, we're causing some problems. By the way we make things causes problems, and the way we use it, and then what we do with it afterwards. So it's not just about the waste produced at the end or what we do with that waste. That is a major factor, but it's also actually looking at the whole process. So that's a linear method that we've been using for 300 years at least in this country since the Industrial Revolution and across many parts of the world. But there are other approaches to producing things we need, using them and disposing of them. So,
and actually, I'm just going to jump in really quickly, because I think Neil's mention of, you know, where does the current system come from, just reminds me of the fact that this is really cross-disciplinary. This kind of topic can run across subjects. Very often we find that people silo this into kind of science and geography, but actually there's so much in history, that you can explore the Industrial Revolution, link it to what's happening today. There's a lot of relevance across lots of different subjects. I just wanted to kind of flag that, because Neil talking about industrialisation really always makes me think about heritage and history, and actually how we can join the dots between different subjects in schools. Sorry, Neil.
Right, thank you. Yes, good point. So what are the 3 R's of waste? Just tell me one of the 3 R's. Anybody?
Reduce.
Reduce.
Reuse.
Reuse.
Recycle.
And recycle. So minimize how much we create, how much waste we create, repurpose old items or use them again, and recycle by creating new from old or from waste. Okay, so we know that. That's quite a thing. But are there any more R's you can think of that would reduce the amount of waste we produce?
Repurpose.
Repurpose.
Refurbish.
Refurbish.
Repair.
Repair. Any more?
Renew.
Yeah. So there are a number of lists of these R's. You know, sometimes there's more than 9. We wanted 9 for the purpose of the Diamond 9 activity shortly, but this is the A list that has been, I think it's from RISC, isn't it? Which is the Reading International, well, I can't remember what they're called. Reading place, anyway. Reading's place like us.
The Reading International Solidarity Centre.
I wondered if it was
yeah. We're going to share some links to some of their work later.
Yeah, I wondered if it was solidarity. No, your union hat out of it. Right, okay. So here's the 9 R's that we've got. Oh no, so we'll come back to the 9 R's in a moment. So there's the linear economy. We take it, make it, use it, waste it. That's very, standard practice. But the recycling economy is more like make it, use it, recycle it, remake it, use it again, recycle it, make it, use it again, and so on, and eventually throw it away. So that's better than the linear economy because there's less waste in the bin, as you can see, and it seems to be less smelly by the looks of the picture. So that's all great. That was just a flippant moment. So circular economy, though, is one that never gets to the bin. Nothing is wasted. Everything is used again. You take it, you need to get the stuff from somewhere. You take it, you make it, you use it, and then you might repair it, as someone said. You might recycle it. You might use it again. You might return it, as someone else said. So there's lots and lots of different ways of keeping the product or the raw materials in the economy, in the system, so that it's not actually going to landfill or in the bin. So we're looking at as many ways as we can of reducing that end waste product by doing all sorts of different ways, by using all sorts of different methods to use it again or keep using it. So that's what a circular economy is. Nature's regenerated, the products and materials are kept in circulation. So there's all of those, some of those things. Composting is another method as well. So here's your design and manufacture moving to the retailer, who then sells it. We buy it. Then we use some of these R's to keep it within the system when we don't want it anymore. And there's a whole massive booming recycling sector. And then some of those products go back to be developed into something else and it's manufactured again and sold again. So you know that we can buy lots of recycled things made from recycled materials. So that's been remade into something else. So you go back to the manufacturing as well. So it's not a case of putting people out of work who are maybe in factory jobs, because it's just that what they're making, the materials with what they're making will be different, will be the same materials that we've used before. Okay. So the Diamond 9, so this is a really good vehicle so that your students are really talking to each other and discussing and agreeing and disagreeing and having this big dialogue about they've got 9 ideas or words or 9 concepts, whatever, to put in, to rank from the most significant to the least significant. Most significant at the top, least significant at the bottom, 2 just under the top, 2 just above the bottom, and then 3 across the middle. So it looks like a diamond. It's problem posing. It gets ideas coming out. It clarifies positions and perspectives. It allows for different points of view to be analysed and compared. And it's an energising activity. It's fun, and it gets everyone chatting. So that's what it will look like in a moment. And these are our 9 R's. So we've mentioned most of these: reclaiming, rethink. There's a number of ones there. If there's any, I'm just wondering if there's a couple that you're not so familiar with, any of that vocabulary. I'm just checking now here on my own computer. So reclaiming is talking about improving and making things operational again where maybe they weren't. So that can include, space, as in land. Recharging, we know what that is. Just refilling. There's more and more of those refilling where you take your containers to the shops to refill them. And rethink means just having a new perspective on how we live our lives. Okay, anything there that you're not sure of? Because we are about to move to the actual Diamond 9 activity. Okay, so we're going to put you in, Karen's about to put you in breakout groups, and you know that we're going to order these 9 R's in a small group from most significant to least significant in a diamond shape.
Okay, so what's going to happen is I am just about to share a link in the chat to a Google Slides PowerPoint. I've done it. If you are able to, if you could open that link, don't do anything yet. So I'm going to put you into breakout groups. Each group will have a number. When you get into the slides and you're in your breakout group, if you go to the slide number of your group, so if you're in group 1, you're going to be using slide 1. If you're in group 3, you're going to be using slide 3. And we're just going to give you 5 minutes. Have we got time for 5 minutes, Neil? Yeah, I think we're all good. So we're going to give you 5 minutes to work together and prioritise those 9 R's that we've identified. What should be the most important? What do you think is the least important? Have some conversation, have some debate, move the things around. I'm going to, has anyone got any questions before I pop you into your breakout groups? Excellent. So I'm going to create 1, 3 breakout rooms. So there should be 3 or 4 in your room with you. So hopefully you've had an invitation to join a breakout. And if you could join, we'll see you back here in 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you very
Fabulous.
much,
Welcome back,
everybody.
everyone.
This is what you did as a group. It's going to be interesting what's at the top. What's at the top? We've got reduce and refuse and rethink, reduce and reuse and repair, reduce, reuse and recycle. So interestingly, you've chosen a lot of the same ones near the top. At the bottom, we have refuse, reclaim and recycle. So it's really interesting that, isn't it? I mean, there's some real commonality and some real difference. How did you find the activity? Now, I'm not worried too much about where you put things, but any comments, please, on this activity and whether that's something you can use and how you feel it went, even with complete strangers in a virtual environment. How was it? Would it be useful?
Yeah.
Sorry. I wonder whether it is quite reliant on prior knowledge, and if I was using this, for example, with students, there might need to be some scaffolding, some serious scaffolding going on here to do with illustrating and unpacking some of these concepts.
Yes, there's
Absolutely.
definitions available, that you would discuss first.
Yeah, and obviously, Neil opened that up for all of you, but yeah, you would do you would take more time on that, preparing around those different definitions if you're doing it with young people, and we can share those definitions along with the slides. Any other thoughts or reflections? Was it an easy task? Were there disagreements within your group?
We maybe had an interesting framing of the top three being to do with resetting cognitively almost, with the rest of it being about actions and recycling being at the bottom, because...
And which group was that? Sorry, Mark.
One.
Great.
And recycling being at the bottom because, for two reasons. One is it's a result of things not working as effectively as they might in terms of a redistributive and a regenerative economy, but also because it is a go-to for so many adults and also particularly young people when they get drawn into conversations about climate. And it's very, very oversimplistic and reductive, and also based on the concept of carbon footprints and individualizing rather than systemic and all these sorts of things.
Great, thank you. Anyone else want to say anything about the activity or where you put things?
That's great, thank you. We've just got a few minutes left, and we did start slightly late, but I do want to try and finish it as near 4:45 as possible. Just got a few slides left with a few links and important things, and one thing for you to do back at school before the next meeting. So thank you for that. Thanks for participating. I think that's a great activity you could use it with any 9 concepts or ideas or whatever, but there are other ways to use this. You're getting these slides, so you'll be able to look that up yourself and see how flexible this tool is, this mechanism of the Diamond 9. Okay, thank you. So just to finish off, we won't look at this strategy now, but the Liverpool City Region does have a waste strategy, and when you go down to the bottom there and click on that, you'll see their actual glossy looking brochure and everything that explains what they aim and are trying to do across our region, which is all of Merseyside plus Halton. So it's quite a large region, and it's a couple of million homes, so it's important. So have a look at that, and at your leisure over half term, he says with a knowing smile. And then also we have other further reading if you do have any time and you're interested, all sorts of ways of illustrating what circular economy is. Some of these videos are really good to use with young people. So just have a look, see what you think, flick through. Hopefully that'll be very useful. Also, we have one thing for you to do at home. So not at home, at school. So we're going to send you this sheet on the right. We're just asking you to have a look round and see if there's any circular economies in your own school. So you might pick on a type of waste like fruit peelings, compostable waste. That's the type of waste you might write there, food waste. What happens to it? Where does it go? Is it used in compost? Is it just thrown in the bin, and so on? Paper towels, where does it go? And so on. So if you would mind bringing some indication of those sorts of waste and where they're going back for the next session. And we've got a prompt sheet that looks like that we'll send to you. All this will come to you probably after half term, or next week actually, even though you're off. I'll be in and sorting the video out. Well, Karen's going to sort the video for this session out, and then we'll send everything all at once rather than bombarding you with several different emails. I may resend it the week after when you're back in case you miss it. Okay, thanks. And so we're just going to finish, I think, there. Let's see. Any questions? And we'll see you next time. Anybody like to ask anything, say anything? So what we've really done today, just a brief summary, is got to know each other briefly, had a good look at where we stand or where we are with certain things to do with the circular economy and waste management and so on. And then we've had a chance to actually have a go at an activity you could use in school. And we've given you some links to go and do some further research and learning, as well as a small in-school task. So we'll see you in about a month, back on here, all happy and jolly, and in the build up to Christmas. And it will be, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what you bring back on that waste, what's happening with the waste in your school. Any more thoughts, anybody?
I'd just like to really quickly add, it's really exciting for us to be able to be doing a few sessions with the same group. So we are really excited to see you next time, and then in face-to-face, as many of you as possible, by way of sort of building that community of practice around the circular economy in school. And just to say, we really hope that some of this you might be able to do with your students, but also some of this might really support you to articulate kind of circular economy approaches to school strategies and your kind of higher level bits of your climate action plans. Really excited to be on this journey with you. I'm going to shut up and ask if anyone else did have any questions or comments.
Just to say thank you, that was really useful.
Thanks very much, Matthew, and thanks everybody. Thanks everybody. Yes, so step one.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Quick response to Mark, yes, that's absolutely fine. And didn't we have a nice little quote just to finish?
Oh yes.
Go on.
There you go. So thanks everybody, and see you next time.
Thank you. Nice to meet everyone.
Yeah, lovely to meet everyone.
Thanks,
and we have
everyone.
got about 25 signed up, so hopefully we'll kind of gather momentum and size as we go forward. Thanks, Catherine. Nice to see you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Carl. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again, Megan. Lovely to meet you all.